What's your name? Tony! Fuck you, Tony! Fuck you!
Holy shit! The car was even celebrating!
Me. Okay.
Everybody holding those weights here? I like that.
All right, up here. Good morning, guys. This is the first day of PRI. This is the first day of us actually displaying the car here at Vibrant Performance. Just picked up my registration lanyard, so we're gonna go check out the car now, say hi to a couple people, a lot of the companies that have helped out along the way to get this thing here, and I'm taking you guys along for the ride. It has been a hell of a lot of time setting all of this up. It really, as a spectator for PRI, this is like my third year. You really don't know how much work it takes to set something like this up. So now to look at it from where it was an empty floor to this, it's absolutely incredible. Our friends over here at SCE Gaskets, we were here 2 years ago, signing in the booth. You know, they've always been a supporter. What's going on?
Morning.
Good morning. Ready for the first day?
I'm totally ready.
It's easy. Shake, like I said, shaking babies and kissing hands. Yeah? As long as you do that, it's fine.
Right.
It's not the other way around. Don't get it confused. All right, guys, have a good one. And like I've said before, this is not just drag racing. This is everything racing. So, I mean, you have everything from drag cars, road race cars, drift cars. I mean, we got like F1 stuff, off-road stuff. I mean, it is the business of racing, not open to the public. This is the business of racing. We are on the other side of the showroom floor, and as you can see, you got a bunch of vendors, obviously, over here. But right over there, you can see in the distance, we got Vibrant Performance. Let's go look at the car for the first day of PRI. I'm so freaking pumped. This is like a dream of mine, something I've been working so hard for, and we're finally here. We basically built this car in like 30 days to finish it, and now it's sitting in the Vibrant booth. It's unbelievable. Shoo! It's showtime. Pun intended. Dude, you doing good, man?
Yeah,
you ready?
I'm ready.
Dude, I'm pumped.
Yeah,
I'm freaking pumped, man.
Oh, you've
Been busting so hard for this. Days. Morning, man. Well, one of those. What?
No,
Here,
we can do whatever.
We can do whatever. You just pick it. Yeah, guys, we got this thing completely shined up. I think this is probably the cleanest this car has ever been, like, at least in a long time. And I couldn't be more happy with everybody involved in getting this thing done. Guys, don't forget to go like the people who have everything to do with this car. Jazz Tuning, Bill Draghi's Chassis Works, Vibrant Performance, EV Tech, Speed Factory, FFP Customs. They were the people that made the billet pedal assembly down here. Then we also got the Fuel Tech guys. Don't forget about the Fuel Tech guys. And then absolutely last minute, got it in the show. We got that brand new titanium velocity stack from Proper Fabrications. That was like the icing on the cake, the candle on the birthday cake, which is also my birthday in like 2 days. So it's great, guys. So we're gonna go take a look at a couple other vendors. A couple other people have parts on this car who's helped me along the way, and show you what they have to offer. We got Ruby over here in the Texas Speed booth, sporting a fresh new Precision Turbo twin wastegates, using some motion, the same motion wastegate flanges we ended up using when we built our turbo setup. Arguably one of the best booths here at PRI, Precision Turbo here. I've been using a Precision Turbo for a very long time, probably the past 6 years. We've done our best times on it. And we're gonna go talk to Bradley. We met Bradley a little bit earlier, and we wanna talk about the future plans for the Blue Turd. What's up, man?
How's it going?
You doing good?
Always.
Yeah? Enjoying PRI?
A little bit, yeah. It's first time out here. It's a little overwhelming, but
Dude, it's huge.
yes, anybody who's anybody is going to be here.
Is gonna be here,
Exactly.
exactly. So, you know, like, we've used a 7285 Gen 2 on this car for the past 3 years. We went our personal best, 8 seconds and a quarter mile at over 170 mile an hour with kind of like a handicap setup with the stock motor and a stock Taurus transmission. And obviously the goal here is that we're building a car to compete in X front wheel drive, sport front wheel drive. We're gonna race against all these Hondas, and we're gonna go 7s, front wheel drive. So we're gonna be needing something a little bit different.
A little bit different.
A little bit different than the Gen 2 we've been running. Tell me a little bit about this thing right here.
So this is the next gen 7385 sport front wheel drive class legal. It's a little bit different on a design of compressor wheel than what you're running right now.
Okay.
There's not a little bit. There's a lot going on.
A lot different.
There's a lot going on. You can visually see the difference between the wheels. I don't have any comparable unit to what you have on display here right now. But needless to say, power's there.
The power's there. Yeah. I mean, we're probably talking what, 10 to maybe even 20% more power than a Gen 2? Depends on setups.
I'm not gonna throw a figure out there because it's very, dependent on
yeah.
engine setup. Your setup's very cool, and you've got a lot going on there, and it seems like you're pretty much maxing out all the potential there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we're definitely gonna be maxing out what we have.
yeah, absolutely. So, to give you the best chance, that's definitely the unit to go with.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, don't forget, give Precision Turbo some love. They got Facebook, they got Instagram, Precision Turbo on Instagram, right? Is it
Instagram? Yep.
Yeah, Precision Turbo.
Yep.
Yeah, so make sure you guys give them a like, give them a follow, show the love, and we're gonna go see what else we got going around here. So guys, PRI is so immense that literally we don't even have just the show, the convention center. This is the inside of Lucas Oil Stadium. This is completely full. You got all of the trailers, the race rigs, toter homes, all of this stuff in here. It will get you in trouble really fast. You'll be like mortgaging your house to have a race rig, because these things are just, they are gold. Guys, this is FFP. I know you guys have seen the sticker FFP on the Blue Turd. Some of you might not even know what FFP is. What? I know, it's happening.
I
Ryan,
told you not to do it.
Dude,
FFP Customs.
awesome, man.
Come check it out if y'all are here. If not, check him out when he's hauling ass with his race car.
Dude, the billet pedals. Guys, if you don't know already, FFP makes the billet pedal assembly that we mounted at Bill Dragg's Chassis Works. These things are absolutely gorgeous. Dude, like, how'd you design this? Like, what made you come up with the idea?
I had a big tree right next to the CNC, and I just beat my head against it because I kept screwing up, messing up, screwing up, messing up. But no, we just wanted to make people feel comfortable in the car.
What made the idea, like when
Build the rollers and wanting a guy that's 5'8" or a guy that's 6'2" to fit in one car.
fit in one car?
Yep.
And like, this is your first time having a booth?
Yeah.
Like and this is my favorite part of the story is like I think I remember, like, what was it, 2016 or 2017?
Bought a broken CNC off Craigslist.
But
learned how to use it and got to cranking.
And carried your pedal assembly around PRI in a suit.
Don't say that too loud now. They're gonna get upset about that.
But that's
Just
amazing.
wheel it through PRI.
That's amazing though. Like that shows you the amount of hard work and the dedication that you have to your project.
Yep.
Like that's, how many companies can say that they had the willpower, the desire to do that? Like that's huge.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it was what we thought was right at the right time.
Well, obviously it was the right move. I mean, obviously. So the billet assembly that you have in here.
Yep.
What's like some of the crazy features that make it different than, like, say a Tilton or a Wilwood, all the other people?
It's up overhead, so you don't have this below the caliper, so you can bleed it, get it done. It's modular, so let's just say 1 year you start out your brake throttle. Next year you go to a T56, you want a third pedal. It's just bolt on, you order that kit.
The side, so you don't even have to have 3 pedals. You got 2 pedal assemblies.
That's right. Brake
and you can
throttle.
just add the clutch on.
Yep. You do brake throttle, clutch. You can do drive-by-wire. We're gonna have some Camaro stuff coming out next year. It's endless. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling.
Man, one of my favorite things that I liked about this too is that you made the pedal ratios adjustable. So like guys, if you look in here, these pedals have adjustability where you can move the pedal up and down, and that can basically change how much pressure you're putting on the clutch, the brake, et cetera, et cetera. You can really, it's got all the adjustability in the world to dial it in for your setup. Like,
we use Willwood's master cylinder. They got options for bore sizes. They're great to work with.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously it's billet, so it's beautiful.
There you go.
Like it goes in a race car, it goes in a show car.
That's right.
It's perfect, man. You made a killer product.
Thanks, man. Thanks for running it.
There was not any chance that I was not going to run that product the minute I saw it.
Well, we're proud to be a part of it.
Awesome, man. All right, well, we're going to go walk around the booths, check out some other companies, and dude, thank you for being a part of the car.
You're gonna make me stutter in a minute, so good going.
Right here we got the TBM Brakes booth, Rife sensors. You guys know that we've been using them for years. They were one of the first major upgrades we did when we were trying to go 9 seconds in the quarter mile, and right now they're displaying Cletus's car, Mullet. This thing is an absolute beautiful animal. Yo, what's up, Jason?
What's going on, brother? How you
doing
doing,
good, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dude, the booth looks beautiful.
I appreciate it, man. This is the place to be this time of year. It's the place to be.
It is. This is the business.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
If you're a racer, you got anything to do in the industry, this is where you're here.
100%. You got to be here.
So I want to tell everybody's watching the channel, like, why do we pick TBM? Like, why? There's tons of brake companies out there.
100%. So typically for guys like you, you're looking for weight reduction and you want to go with a lightweight solution, and that's what we're delivering. We're doing a extremely lightweight solution that's giving you the maximum stopping power you need for your application. So
totally,
we're doing calipers, rotors, you know, the whole package.
The one thing that like really blew my mind was the anti-drag.
Right.
I think that's something that's like, it's almost proprietary.
Yeah,
in a
exactly.
way.
And then we pride ourselves in delivering an extremely rigid caliper, and that's why we're able to.
Do you have something we can like show? To,
absolutely.
Like,
Come on over. So right here's our traditional, you know, rear drag race brake system. It utilizes a 2-piece aluminum hat and steel rotor. As you see, you don't have a traditional round steel plate rotor here. This shape actually has little to do with weight reduction, but everything to do with keeping the rotor flat when it gets heat soaked. So
that's wild, because you look at it and you would have never thought that it's designed that way.
Right. So it's to help distribute heat equally through the rotor, keeping it flat when you're dumping a bunch of heat into it.
Okay.
And then you pair that with a caliper that we put things in place to make this caliper extremely rigid, so it's not moving or flexing on you when you're applying pressure. And because it's not flexing and moving on you, the pistons inside and the seals inside are able to roll everything back and give you a free running zero drag system. And
a zero drag.
you don't want anything holding you back when you're taking off the line.
Exactly. So. And I've showed you guys this on my car. I'll go ahead and throw a clip in on this showing where, like, my back tires, it's unbelievable. You put the thing on a jack and you can spin the front tire or the rear tire and it just keeps on rolling. It's like, and I don't even have like those fancy like ceramic bearings or anything like that. It's just, it was all in the brake system. I mean, it's free time off your ET.
Your 60-foot times get, you know, improved.
Everything's
just
better.
Because you know, relieving all that brake drag.
Exactly. And I want to thank you for having everything to do with the build.
100%.
I mean,
we're happy to be involved, man. We're happy to be involved.
It's been a blessing. I could not have done it without you guys.
We appreciate that, and it's great to see it here in the show.
Yeah, awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna walk around. We're gonna see some more booths, and we'll catch back with you in a second. One of the largest things that we changed on the car to get this Quest for 7s going was that we switched engine management systems. We used to be on an AEM, which we were kind of not happy with. We were kind of struggling a little bit, and we are very proud to say that we partnered with Fuel Tech. We put a FT600 and a bunch of other things on the car. Just wanted to show you guys their booth. They got this sweet twin turbo C8 Corvette. Anderson, what's up, man?
What's up? How you doing, man?
So Anderson, you're in charge of this whole ordeal. You're founder of Fuel Tech, right?
Yeah.
Dude, this is what's the deal with the C8?
It started like a personal project. I've been doing that forever, and that's actually our motivation to develop products. So this car started really like a challenge. Okay, if everybody say that it can't be tuned,
we're gonna do it.
Yeah, we're taking this challenge.
You told us we couldn't do it, so we're gonna do it. I love that. I love that.
And it took us a year pretty much to start figuring the transmission. The engine side was easier, let's say this way. We had already a lot of experience.
Yeah, because these transmissions are DCT.
Yes, and the control. Then once we took over the clutch control, that's where the car really progressed
Yes,
quickly.
totally.
I think our biggest difference from the whole market was to have the ECU and the dashboard integrated.
That was one thing I wanted to really kind of show off. Is like we'll walk over here and see. This is their line of ECUs, and like we have the FT450 and the 600, which is like what we run in my car.
Yeah.
But like this thing is the entire computer, dash, display, interface. This is everything all in one box.
Yeah, and that's the first question everyone asks. Okay, this is the dash, where's the ECU?
Yeah, where's the ECU?
But honestly, the technology, especially the size of the processors and the hardware, improved so much over the last 10 years that we can fit a badass ECU. Probably 15-20 years ago, it will have to be this big.
Yeah, it would be huge.
Yeah, so definitely the way of incorporating hardware into a smaller package allowed us to do in one package. So then we decided, okay, even there's some nice dashboards out.
There are.
But they are only dashboards, so it's only seeing the information. And then we thought, okay, but really what's important sometimes is really have access to everything. So you can change the RPM on the two-step, or you can adjust the idle
from your dash.
From it, yeah, because it's not anymore just a dash. It's actually a programmer or a tuning solution.
And also if you look at it as a price standpoint, say like we start out with the FT450. I mean, MSRP on an FT450 is how much?
It's $899.
It's $899.
Yeah.
That's a $900 computer.
And
if you were to run a digital dashboard and an ECU, I mean, just the dashboard alone can get up to $800-900.
A lot of people don't realize, but the software is the same for all of the units. The only difference is pretty much the hardware limitations, like
the amount of inputs and outputs.
Yeah, the amount of inputs and outputs. But I would say this way: the 450 is a badass boost controller, is a badass data logging, is a badass dashboard, is a badass ECU. It's a nitrous controller. It's a timing controller for a carburetor.
It does everything.
You can do port injection controller only on a modern car. So it does have so many features that can be even considered standalone. So sometimes some people buy a 450 just to be a boost controller. Yeah. For example, on a modern car.
Well, so one for example, like I'm a power sports guy too. I have a turbocharged jet ski.
Oh yeah.
Right, and like for me, we have the turbo ski that you guys have seen on the channel, and I actually have a standalone for it. And my plan was I was going to use my old digital dash. That I have an old digital dash, an AEM dash, right? Well, like the AEM dash is like $1,000 dash, and then you talk about adding another ECU, and I can be $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 into a dash and an ECU, and I'm like, no, we're not going to do this anymore. Like I'm going to put an FT450 on the jet ski, and it has its own internal map. It has its own display.
Exactly, like I said, if it's data logging only, it works already.
Yeah.
So that goes.
Well, hey, Anderson, I want to say thank you for being a part of the Blue Turd, man. And
I love the car, and I think it's a cool car. Different. I'm from Brazil, so there's a lot of Taurus in Brazil, and people love this kind of different projects.
Yeah, it is. I get that love a lot. And I'm blessed to have you guys on board. It's amazing. So.
Appreciate it.
Place is absolutely packed. We got a friendly booth right here. This is something that we can't wait to get on the car. Kaizen Relay's over here. Yo, what's going on, man? Good morning, good morning. Last day of PRI, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. All right. I want to show everybody what you guys have like created here, because this is crazy.
All right.
So what do we got?
So at its most basic, it's a solid state relay that's interconnectable. So as soon as you power one device, you can add a second, click them together. Now this one's powered. You can take your mounting clip over from one, share it to two. Now they're locked together so they can never come disconnected, but it makes it very easy to add subsequent devices later on.
Yeah, so like instead of having to go to like AutoZone and you buy like this like
quick
5-6 relays and you're like taking spade connectors, and I mean it looks like a wiring nightmare.
Disaster.
No, it's a disaster. You literally have one wire that is going to feed into the relay, and then you just connect them all.
Yep. So and power and ground is shared across the bank. And with the optional control module, we can directly interface with any CAN system.
Oh.
So we can do things like brightness of lights and the speed of a fan from low speed, medium speed, high speed.
Wow.
So the whole idea here is that we can interface directly with any CAN system and really still do everything that a regular relay can do,
Oh,
but a lot better and, you know, less janky.
I got a question, and other people might have the same question. The terminals, like how you put the wires in.
Yep.
How strong is that?
Let me ask you this. Let me show you. So we can accept up to an 8-gauge input, as you can see here.
Yeah, that's a thick old boy.
Yeah, and it's sealed. So when you insert it through here, the seal will actually expand and seal around the jacket of the wire.
Oh, so it's weatherproof.
It is. Yep.
So you could use this off-road.
For sure. Rain, mud, no problem.
Doesn't matter.
Yep. Now here's the thing. So what you would do to insert a wire, you'd lift your little access panel, lift your lever, remove a 1/2 inch of insulation, insert, now snap it down.
Jason, try to pull that out. Come on, yank that thing.
It's in there.
You'll rip the copper eventually.
Eventually it'll rip the copper.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Wow. Dude, I would trust that over a spade connector and a butt crimp all freaking day.
Of course, right? I mean, there's no exposed contacts. If you have unused contacts, you just insert a cavity plug. So here's your cavity plug.
What now? And so are these just labels?
Yeah, so we've got a label sheet here, you know, standard labels,
So
three that are blank, so you could write on them if
No
you wanted
Sharpie
to.
markers.
Cleaner, right?
A lot cleaner.
Yeah.
And then I saw that. So you can test every single thing.
Right, so in the same way that you would like test or jump a relay, you can just press the test button, test your circuit at any point.
That's wild. Don't even have to power the car up. It's just,
I mean, yeah. As
boom,
long
just
as,
hit the button.
That way you can test your circuit at any point.
That's wild.
Yep.
Guys,
What's the max draw you can have on this in either direction, seeing how you got it in the middle?
Yep. So what you want to do here is you want to power to the center and then equally share to left and right. The limit of a bank of relays is the size of the input power wire. So as long as this input power wire can supply the current draw of the bank of relays, like this is 8-gauge, so depending on run length, that might be 80 to 90 amps. So as long as the bank of relays can, you know, it doesn't exceed the size of the input power wire, and if it does, then you would
you
power...
just simply run another input wire.
Right, then you would maybe power every third relay instead of every single one. Oh, for sure. Yep.
That's cool.
So they're gold-plated pogo pins that share power and ground between devices. Yep, and there's an O-ring here so everything stays sealed. Yeah, like when you buy a relay, here's your package. You got a cap for either side, mounting clip. Yep, and then there's just no label, and you can put whatever label on it you want.
That's crazy. And like you guys saw, like before we brought the car here, we had the entire outside, the engine bay, the chassis harness wired, but we didn't actually finish any of the inside wiring at Rhino Wire. So we're definitely gonna be making a trip back down to Florida to Rhino Wire Solutions, and we are 1000% putting these Kaizen relays inside the car. This thing is like space age to me. This is crazy. So guys, I want to thank you for being a part of the program. Like, I'm so excited to get these cars, these things on the car, man. This is gonna be great. So thank you guys.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, awesome. So guys, make sure you guys give these guys some love. Show, you know, go get you some relays, Kaizen Speed. This thing, KaizenRelay.com. These things are going to be so simple to make wiring on your race car, street car, dirt car, ATV, UTV, you name it. You can do anything. All right, guys, we are wrapping up PRI 2021. We have seen a lot of sponsors. We've been to a lot of booths. It's been an absolutely amazing experience. It's been a blessing, but obviously we have to kick this off and end it off with Vibrant Performance. It says Vibrant Performance is hosting the car here. Art, brother.
What's going on?
Dude,
Zach, thank you so much again.
I appreciate it.
We're honored to have you in our booth. This car is amazing. This event was such a hit for both you and I.
It was.
Because people just non-stop kept coming, and then the reactions I saw were crazy.
Oh man, it's
people just like not expecting to see this.
And the support, like that was one thing for me that just absolutely blew my mind, is me doing a lot of social media and stuff like that. It's, you don't really realize how many people you reach until you're in a place like this.
Absolutely.
And the amount of support and fans and people that came by the car and they knew almost everything about it was,
Yeah.
it's so awesome. And
Man, I had people that came by and said, hey, where's Zach? And I'm like, let me call him. He's coming in a bit. And then they're like, you know what? Not a problem. We'll just wait here until he gets back.
we'll wait till he comes.
And they waited for like 2 hours.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's so crazy. And you know, obviously, you know, I've been using Vibrant. Our partnership has been very long,
Yeah.
4 or 5 years, and I honestly can say without Vibrant being on my side, my race program wouldn't be where it is today. And you know, you guys have seen over the past now 6 or 7 episodes of all of the Vibrant stuff that we use. Everything on this car, fabrication material, lines, catch cans, everything's Vibrant, and it's been great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zach.
So hey,
Appreciate it a lot.
that's gonna wrap up PRI 2021. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, thumb icon, all that. It helps me out so much on the channel with the algorithms. And we will see you guys on the track with the Blue Turd 2022. Catch you guys later.